Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
180! Here we go. 49, check 49, check 49.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the catch made by Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Blue. Mike 8. Mike 8. Hey, exit. Mike 8.
Trubisky will throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Mayfield on play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. Nice stiff on. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Odell Beckham Jr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right, RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Two times. Even.
Now Johnson.
Get up.
Just plow right into a host of tacklers.
Fuck.
Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Oh,
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, Haywood! Mike 8! Mike 8! Hey, 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 hey! Mike 8, Mike 8! Ready? Mike 8! Mike 8! Watch this. Hey, 18, 18, 18. Hey, Delta. That's right.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
All day, all day.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch time, watch time. Red,
Here's Trubisky. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Now Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
man, why
Will be
you even
intercepted.
put it?
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Right there. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
Of course, he is great block.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
180. Hey, alert 33. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
On second down, Mayfield again. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And
Oh, come on, man.
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Fucking trash.
20. Hey, tight. Watch tight end. We got 4. Hey, check. Run. Up, nothing.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, Browns, let's go.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Now it's Trubisky. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to
Why
get
are you
back
throwing the ball there? I don't even understand that.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Army.
A give running right is Chubb. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Like 50. Get that quarterback at all costs. Watch Twiz. Joker.
And And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the draw. Here's Johnson.
Oh, man,
He got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot. Start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
To throw, Mayfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Alert, 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 alert. My touch.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Check.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky completes it to Aguilar. 11 yards there, first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Buzz! Mike, check, 59. Here we go, T. Here I come. Alert. Mike's 59. Hey, come on.
They go play action. Trubisky. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing near Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 down.
They go play action with Trubisky. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Trubisky. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Hey, Echo. Mike 8. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike 8. I'm going to run you over. Run you over. Hey, orbit. Mike 8.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb.
Oh, come on, man.
And
Jesus
they'll get this
Christ.
up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Six guard, check 6 guard.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. Check, check. Lucky, lucky. Pistol. Kill.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Regular.
And again, it's Chubb. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 33.
Come on.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Yeah. So he had 2 games there.
Oh, okay. It goes. I'm on the side. No, I'm upstairs.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Daddy.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Wow.
Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, wrong
And for the
fucking
4th
button.
time tonight, it's an interception.
Damn.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll run it with Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Bro, that's so ridiculous, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Should have been blocked anyway, man.
Set, 180. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 99. Jump.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Man out. Slam.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown,
There's
Browns.
nobody doing nothing.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Sione Takitaki charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, alert.
Now Trubisky to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Alert flare. My gate. Tight down. There you go. Blue. Hey, wahoo!
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He'll get this one to Switzer. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough
Bruh.
swing. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
What the hell just
Continues to be a
happened,
struggle
bro?
for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at
You
how
gotta
they're
be
trying to
kidding
move
me,
the
man.
football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Oh my God.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Samson Abuka. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, alert! Hey, alert 33. Regular. Bravo.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And an alley. Odell Beckham Jr. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 95 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
it certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on 2nd and 3.
Where are you?
Trubisky.
What the fuck?
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
This game is fucked up.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
180. Let's go heavy. Heavy, what you got?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Note it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
I'm coming after you. Mike, check.
Now Trubisky on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been? A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, 18.
To the
I
next
got you, boy.
one.
I got you, boy.
On TV.
Mike 8. Red.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Red. Mike 8. Hey, Charlie. Mike 8. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Lucky. They gonna need some therapy after this. Mike 8.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abuka, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
180. What we got? Kill. Hurry. I got you.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check three. Hey, alert 3.
And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Chubb, there's the stiff arm. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Cleveland.
Maybe that acting right.
Huh?
Maybe that acting right.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Check.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete.
There's no way that's pass
We
interference.
do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a
This game
penalty.
is fucking
He
retarded.
might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Cleveland, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Is this on? Hey, you can
What? What smoke? You smell smoke?
yeah, so how was it? Ugh. How's it? Is that right? That make it too salty?
No, it's good.
Oh, okay.
It ain't gonna be enough, but it's good.
I'm surprised you didn't eat nothing. I'm saying.
Didn't eat nothing. What?
Just eat nothing in general. Just eat.
Oh, I didn't do nothing but come home, change clothes, and leave back out, really.
What time you get back?
We had 2 games. We played at 7 and 8. I probably got here 9:50 or something. There was traffic. They got the exit shut down. You see that? They got the North Shore. Well, on 76 going towards North Side.
Yeah.
You go underneath and then get on. Either go across to Fort Pitt or go. They got that exit shut down.
I did see that.
So you gotta take Fort Pitt and then
Yeah.
sit there on Carson because everybody got to take that way.
Right.
Oh, I'll say that. So, you got, baby? They got that thing just out. There you go, it's just out. I'm good. I forgot one. I was there.
You sure? There's another one in there.
No. I'll keep ending up with my shit in his bag somehow.
You got something else?
They had my goddamn thermos.
How?
The thing I'm
What
putting
you
water.
mean? What you got the same like look-alike bag or something?
No, this nigga just picks up everything in the area and just puts it in his fucking bag or something.
pee? Did you pee on yourself? You need to go pee? Alright, come on.
What's that?
Here.
I think that.
This?
That.
Where? Oh, wait. Stop it. I put that in the wrong bag. This? This is kind of candy, wasn't it? Break it. Okay. Let's go pee. Let's go pee.
It's octopus.
Huh?
Octopus.
Is it what?
Octopus.
Octopus? You made an octopus?
Mommy,
What?
can I get the, can I get this?
What?
Look.
Hold on, T. Yeah, if anything, you can eat the macaroni and cheese. Shoot.
Okay.
Alright, it's time. We gotta sit down now, okay? It's
Why?
time to go to bed in a little bit.
What you doing? This is my hair. Mom, I need this out of this. I need a fork.
I think put put in there.
And then this.
Here, wait, don't do it like that here. Here. See what? You wore downstairs sleeping right now. It got some stuff in it, yeah. No, it didn't. So that's hot.
Let's hot.
I ain't never been to this one, it's that hot.
After an album like Kaleidoscope, after an album like Kaleidoscope, you would have to hold him to a certain standard.
Yeah, if he put out some more mid, that's 3 albums in a row of what I deem to be a little midi.
Thanks. Come here real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm gonna show you what I did for you.
And you could even get artsy in this pocket.
Yeah, okay, what? You got the
Coffee in the morning.
Vaseline
This
off
is
you,
this
so
is
that.
No, but I do need you to do that. It's right there. You didn't even see it.
See what? The Vaseline?
No, I bought them from work for you.
This is when you get that fire hybrid. You know what I mean? That good 50-50. It's not that indica, it's not that sativa, it's a little bit of both.
And all that candy.
You take all this?
No.
All the mothball?
No.
I wish I could pay our love
Hi.
moments
Yeah. Hi.
Hey.
Dude, look how white your legs are.
It was like 3 years ago.
Oh my gosh, see how white his legs is?
Yeah, you need to
Let me
moisturize. You're gonna end up with skin problems if you don't put lotion on, man. I'm telling you that now.
Man.
Let me see. Lift it up.
He's in love.
Let me see. Lift it up one time. Did you see
That's his
it?
problem. He's been in love since
Let me
like high
see.
school.
But I know what his legs look like.
Let me see.
It's itchy because you don't put nothing on them.
Let me see. Lift it up.
There's toxic shit in Glasgow dreams. Even in a dorm, there's toxic.
Yeah, you look like a white man.
Like when ours are really in love, they be a little in the studio the way it does when they're in lust. And they
Alright,
want
go
to
try it.
pretend
Let's see.
they're in
Did you
love.
stir it
That's
up?
where the real good
It
love
might
records
be hot
come. It's
when I
not when
was
they're really in love. Ours gotta stop trying to be happy, man. That's just really what it is. Just stop. Just go for our enjoyment.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
where you going?
What?
You're on something.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
joking.
give me a second. You tell me.
Name of ours
Yo,
that was
where you
like,
going?
like you knew they was happily in love.
Yeah, she
and put out some
can.
great shit. And I'm talking about all the R&B artists that talk about really like love.
A big octopus. What's in your mouth?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it cotton candy?
I'm giving a buck. When they really in
You
love, the
choking?
music's trash.
You got me?
Yeah.
Waiting to hear what Adele conjures up
Your
there.
brother can't just open her mouth like a pit bull.
What's the rapper do?
Like what guys do. Bulls don't know how to know.
Yeah.
What you eating? Come here. You put your hands all in his mouth.
Adele about to start twerking.
What? You got some.
Around fucking our queen.
She said it's a big octopus.
Y'all sleeping still?
You're not wrong.
Y'all sleep. Niggas on that grime and hit
That's not for it. That's not
Anybody that shoots somebody in tight leather
Come on,
pants, the chick's like,
Yeah, I've seen about 3 pair of tight leather pants I want to buy, but I don't do it because the girl have
we will.
One of them was red.
It's a Rose Fest.
Oh, so you don't remember this summer of 2014 when
It's a big what?
Vern and their whole drug dealing crew bought the matching leather pants